Good day everyone, welcome to Vinny's Artisan Journey. Today is a special limited edition of my festive gourmet creation titled Poon Choi or Basin Cuisine. Let's take a close look at the ingredients that I'm using for my Poon Choi today. For the base layer, I'm using Chinese cabbage, daikon radish and also yam because these ingredients are ready to absorb the sauce well. For the middle layer, I'm using fish maw and also canned top shell. For the purpose of presentation and flavor-wise, I'm using ingredients such as village chicken thigh, braised duck, roasted pork, prawn, mushroom, dried oyster, scallops, broccoli, as well as abalone. To prepare the broth for the Basin Cuisine, I'm using 4 village chicken carcasses. Prior to simmer the broth, I blanch my chicken carcasses in order to remove the impurities as well as the unpleasant smell. Pour away the water after blanching the chicken carcasses and fill up half the pot with clean water. Allow it to boil and let it simmer for 3.5 hours. For super umami flavor, I'm adding in 1/4 cup of diced Jinhua ham. Cut the Chinese cabbage into large pieces. Slice the daikon radish into medium size. For the village chicken, we can either steam it or slow simmer it in the broth. Allow them some time to cool before cutting them into pieces. Cut the yam into big chips to prepare them for frying later. Soak the yam chips in water and add some salt to prevent them from oxidize. The chicken broth should be ready in about 3.5 hours. Now is the time to discard all the ingredients of the soup. Since I'm using canned abalone, I'm reserving the sauce of it and pour it into my broth to make it more flavorful. To season my Basin Cuisine broth, I'm adding in 3 tablespoons of oyster sauce. I'm also adding in 3 tablespoons of abalone and scallop sauce, as well as ½ cup of braised duck sauce. My broth smells so aromatic now. I can't wait to taste it. Now heat up some oil in a pan and add in some bruised garlic cloves. Saute the garlic cloves until fragrant before adding in the mushrooms. Add in the pre-soaked dried oysters to cook it together with the mushrooms. Drizzle in some Shaoxing or Chinese cooking wine. Season the mushroom with dash of organic cane sugar, 1 teaspoon of abalone and scallop sauce, and also 1 teaspoon of oyster sauce. Blanch the daikon radish for a few minutes or until they are semi-soft. Same thing with the Chinese or Napa cabbage. We need to blanch it for a few minutes. Irregardless of the grade of the fish maw being used, it may have a little bit of fishy smell due to its nature state. Therefore, it is advisable to blanch it together with 2 tablespoons of Shaoxing or Chinese cooking wine. To prepare the broccoli for the blanching procedure, I'm adding in a teaspoon of organic cane sugar and drizzle in some cooked oil. You know why? Because this is the top secret to make our broccoli looks greener and appears to be glossier. Now is the time to prepare sufficient oil to deep fry our yam chips. Let's go back to our Basin Cuisine's broth. To make our broth more complete, add in 2 full bottle cap of Shaoxing wine. We need to thicken our broth with some corn flour and water mixture. It's actually very subjective here. It depends very much on individual preference, how thick or how liquid you want your Poon Choi's broth to be. For some umami flavor and a savory taste, I'm adding in some dried saltfish powder. Now is the fun part which I like most, the layering part. Shall we go to some history of Poon Choi? According to the tradition, Poon Choi or Basin Cuisine was invented during the late Song dynasty. When Mongol troops invaded Song China, the young emperor fled to the area around Guangdong province and Hong Kong. To serve the emperor as well as his army, the locals collected all their best foods available at that time, cooked it, and because there were not enough serving containers available at that time, it resulting the meal being served in large wooden wash basins. Poon Choi gradually became a traditional dish of the walled villages. As Poon Choi is a large dish portioned to be suitable for a communal meal, it was served whenever there were celebrations connected with rituals, weddings, festivals, ancestor worships, and other local events as an expression of village dining culture. Poon Choi is a very unique kind of Basin cuisine because it composed of many layers of different ingredients. Traditionally, it is eaten layer by layer. Enjoying Poon Choi demonstrates equality as the rich and poor can eat together. This cuisine also symbolizes affluence and prosperity in the coming year. Those days, the villagers make Poon Choi together, so it symbolizes teamwork as well as unity. Serving this food during festive seasons also means expressions of sense of gratitude, as this cuisine is best being enjoyed together with families and also close relatives as well as close friends. Each and every Poon Choi is so unique in its own way. I especially love the aesthetic feel of it. Enjoy! Thanks for watching Vinny's Artisan Journey. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel and do hit the notification button so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. Till then, bye!